Hi and welcome to Amirki. I'm about to show you how to assemble the Amirki Kurtha pattern. I have the instructions printed here. So once you have the first page printed, always check the scale diagram. As you can see, it has both in inches and centimeters. Use a straight edge to check the scale properly. See if it coincides with your scale, both horizontally and vertically. Once the measurements are okay, go ahead and print the rest of the 27 pages with the same printer settings. Now for assembling the pattern. All pattern pages are printed with a 1/2 inch border around every page. To start assembling as per instructions from the second page of each row, cut off the left side strip of all the pages. In your copy, the edge to be cut would be gray. I am using a pre-edited version here to demonstrate. Make sure you cut exactly on the line and not too much or not too less, because it will distort the pattern once you put it together. Place the pages in proper order of the row and glue together as shown. The pattern will come together once you place the pattern pieces accordingly. Repeat the same procedure for rows B, C and D. As you can see, the lines match up perfectly once you paste it accordingly. Each different line depicts a different size of the kurta. It's explained in detail in the instructions. That's my son keeping me company while I work.
Like the photo. the light photo. Put the light photo.
I moved onto the floor so that I can place all the pieces together. I put them together, and now I am circling the size I require. So my bust size is 36, waist is 34, and hip I've chosen the 40. Since the reason I asked you to mark a bigger size for the hip size is once you mark it on a previous size, the kurta pattern would be distorted. You won't be able to have that straight slit. It will go a little inverted, so that won't look quite nice on a kurta. If you go through the instructions of the pattern, you would notice that that I ask you to highlight your size. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm highlighting the size 12. I've chosen the size 12 as my chest size, and now I'm using the same size for my armhole. Now I made a mistake there. I need to go a little further for size 12, just one before the last, so I'm correcting it there now. There we go. So yes, and then once I've chosen that, I'm going to mark my waist measurements. I need to mark my waist measurements to the next size. I chose the next size as the waist measurement, so I need to so I'm marking the waist measurements now. And then I'm proceeding to mark the hip measurement as well on the same size, and then I am joining the dots. I'm finding it difficult to hold the camera with one hand and then proceed with the drafting as well. So as you can see, I have joined the dots together. Now all I have to do is highlight my proper size and cut the pattern out. This is the front side. I've started with the front side, so now I've cut the pattern out and I'm placing it on top of the back side. So I'm placing it right on top of the armhole of the back side. As you can see, the back side is a little bigger than the front side. So now I am tracing the armhole size, the same size 12 for the armhole and neck size. And then all I have to do is trace the same line onto the back from the armhole. Moving on to the sleeve pattern, I have chosen the same size as the armhole, the size 12. So I have highlighted it there and I'm proceeding. As you can see, there is a small change in the pattern. I think I have cut an extra edge a little bit too much to be corrected easily. All you have to do is just proceed from the upper part and just join the lines accordingly. Now I find this sleeve a little too large for me, so I'm drafting it according to my size. I'm reducing the size a little. I'm giving it a bit more shape. As you can see, I'm doing it on one side. Later I'll do it on the other side as well. I'll show you how to do it. Likewise, once you do something for on one side, you have to copy it to the other side as well, so that it becomes symmetrical. The sleeve is not symmetrical on top, since it has to match the armholes, the front and back armholes. The front and back armholes are different, therefore it won't be symmetrical on the top, but on the sides it has to be symmetrical. Even the kurta pattern, from the armholes, from below the armholes, it has to be symmetrical. Pattern consists of 4 pieces: the front, the back, the sleeve and the front facing. Hope to catch you all on the next video, which would be the cutting out the pattern on material.